A core element of hatred against Jews is to blame the Jew or Israel for everything and take responsibility or accountability for nothing. As long as this continues, there will be no end to the war. When the Jews of the Middle East and North Africa were ethnically cleansed and forced to flee for their lives to Israel in what was the true Nakba, that gets blamed as usual on the Jews or Zionists. Being anti-Zionist is often used as a guise to not appear as a racist that hates Jews. More Jews were forced to flee to Israel from Arab-majority lands than the number of Arabs that fled from Israel during a time of war in 1948, when Israel was attacked from all sides, including from Arab militias inside of Israel. The narratives against Jews or Israel are most often one-sided, demonizing narratives. Hamas and company mass murdered, sexually abused, kidnapped, and committed other atrocities in Israel, inside of Israel. On October 7th, 2023, Hamas wages war and terror, hiding beneath multi-billion-dollar tunnels they built for themselves without a single bomb shelter built for civilians above ground. Civilians and children always die in wars, especially when one side uses its civilians and children as human shields. Children dying in war in Gaza gets blamed on Israel, not on Hamas that mass murdered, sexually abused, kidnapped, and committed other atrocities inside of Israel, and that started the war. And that Hamas wages war using its own children and civilian population as human shields to hide behind and beneath, and yet it is Israel that gets blamed for the civilian casualties that Hamas deliberately causes. Blame the Jew or Israel for everything wrong in the world means silence for everything else. Silence for all the mass extreme poverty, destruction, and poisoning of the environment, real genocides, wars, terror, complete oppression of women and girls, slavery, forced conversions, child marriage, destroying the lives of millions of children, female genital mutilation, exploitation, and horrific working conditions for child laborers and other laborers, persecution and murder of gays and lesbians, persecutions of religious minorities, corruption, brutality by those that force their religious or political beliefs down the throats of others, and far, far more. Blame the Jew or Israel for everything, and the silence about everything else harms far more than Jews or Israel.